some like it, Hot is an abstract web series that digs deeper into an esoteric rabbit hole the farther it progresses. If this is your first episode, it is encouraged that you start from the beginning so that you do not feel lost in the sea of inside jokes and confusing references that may be seen in this episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
And I forget just why I taste, oh yeah, yes, it makes me smile. I found it hard, it's hard to find a will, never mind. Hello, 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 hello. Hello everyone. Depressed father who has just gotten out of a hard week of work and still has 2 days before the weekend here. Back with another episode of Some Like It Hot, the international hit web series where I heat up food and beverages so you don't have to. Now, as I mentioned in that sort of weird intro, I'm very tired. Usually I record these episodes on my 2 days off, my Mondays, my Tuesdays, and I edit it throughout the week to post for Saturday. Today is June 19th? I don't actually know. But regardless, it's Friday. I have already finished recording and editing this week's episode, and next week I'm gonna be busy a good portion of the week. So I just figured I would record the episode now and then edit it with the time that I've got.
Really riveting stuff. I know.
I'm just super tired. You know, I've been a total wage slave this week, as per usual, working under the man, the boss, Bruce Springsteen, and it's tiring. So rather than exerting myself, rather than lashing myself with the chains of pain that are the disgusting foods I heat up, I thought I'd kind of kick it back this week. This episode might be shorter. I'm tired. Crucify me.
Do it. You won't. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of any of you. Go ahead, crucify me. See what happens, pussy.
Usually, I work the entire day away. I get home, I nearly go to bed instantly. A lot of the time I'll forget to eat. It happens, don't worry about me. I have more than enough meat on my bones that I can go a night without eating. But oftentimes I'll also have a bowl of cereal before I crash, before I go to bed at 8:30, like the frail, disgusting old man I am. Cereal is a good placeholder for legitimate meals, at least in the book of Kyle. That is rule number 1, followed by rule number 2, which is make as many self-deprecating jokes as possible in hopes that someone will laugh, but also in hopes that someone will realize that there are deep-rooted issues that I need severe help with. So this week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour a bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is the only cereal that I actually have in the house right now. I have like a cereal rotation. Every week I order 1 or 2 of 4 cereals, and then I just kind of go through them, and then the next week I go through the other 2. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is what we're currently vibing with. I'm almost out of this, actually. It's almost time to buy some more. How do you guys feel about cereal? You guys like cereal? Do you guys also replace meals with just bowls of cereal? Do I need help? Don't answer that last one. I know the answer. What's your guys' favorite cereal? Post a comment. Tell me about your favorite cereal. Use too many adjectives that like it makes me uncomfortable. Be like, Froot Loops are beautiful. They're gorgeous. I think that they're delicious. Something about them. They're just so
Sexy.
do something like that. Give me a good chuckle in the comments, and maybe in a future video I'll reference it. And by that I mean I'm not going to, but still attempt to make me laugh, please. This is all I have left. But we're gonna throw a little bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch into this dreaded, disgusting, awful emoji mug. I wouldn't say I'm not feeling happy, but I'm tired. That's gonna be the mantra this episode. I'm tired.
I work too hard. It's hard producing YouTube videos for 40 people to watch.
Christ, that was a little bit too real, wasn't it? I'm gonna put a bowl of cereal inside of the dreaded emoji mug, and then I'm gonna heat it up somehow. I've been kind of debating with myself how I'm gonna heat it up, whether I should heat up the milk and just pour it into a cold bowl of cereal. I think probably the worst idea out of all of them is to put both the contents into the mug and then just heat the mug up directly. I think that's what I'm gonna rock with though.
But don't quote me on that. But also quote me on it.
We need to have a conversation about
Milk.
what's the general sentiment around milk. You guys get 1%? Do you guys get 2%? Do you get skim? Do you get almond milk? Do you get coconut milk? Do you get oat milk? I've tried all of these. I like all kinds of milk. I'm a big milk guy. I hated saying that, and I feel kind of disgusting after saying it, but I'm a milk guy.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
My bones are strong, that's why I've never broken one. Knock on wood that I'm not now going to break every single bone in my body somehow in some sort of freak accident. But I've been blessed with strong bones, and because of that, I continue to drink milk on the daily. When I wake up in a panic in the middle of the night, sweating from night terrors, my sheets are thoroughly pissed in. What I like to do is I like to emerge from my bedroom and just head on over to the kitchen and just drink a shit ton of milk straight from the gallon. I hope that the lines are blurred with reality and what's fiction, so that you guys might actually believe or might not actually believe that thing that I just said about the milk. I'm not going to tell you if it's the truth. Something worth noting is that if you live with me, which you never will, I like to drink things directly from the container. I don't like to be held back by vessels like mugs or cups or wine glasses. I like to just drink directly from the source, like I'm some kind of primal fucking Neanderthal. Neanderthal? How the fuck do you pronounce that word? I'm tired of people telling me I'm pronouncing it wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, eat a bag of dicks. See if I give a shit. That was kind of mean. I didn't really mean that, but I'm tired of people telling me how to pronounce Neanderthal. Also, I just threw together this fit. I don't know how well it's gonna appear on the camera, but I'm wearing a Burger King crown. I recently found it. I was cleaning out my old school bag from high school. There's a bunch of cringy writing, a lot of very poor drawings, and I found a Burger King crown that just says Stepdaddy on the top. I don't remember receiving this. I don't remember why I would own it. I'm pretty sure it was gifted to me, but I couldn't tell you the context in which I would ever receive a crown, a Burger King crown that just says Stepdaddy on it. It's extremely uncomfortable to wear, and at every moment it sounds like the cardboard that this is made out of, the cheap ass cardboard, is going to just rip from both the size of my skull and the hair being contained within inside it. I'm living life dangerously here. People say Some Like It Hot is a safe show, that it's for pussies, that I'm a pussy, but this is that hard shit. This is hardcore. You wanna know what hardcore is? You open the dictionary, you find the definition of hardcore. Guess what you're gonna see? This image. Some guy in a disgusting alien t-shirt with a button up and a Stepdaddy Burger King crown. That's the definition of hardcore. If I may be brutally frank with all of you, there's no mail time today. I know. You are all very disappointed that you couldn't rummage through my mail and or packages alongside me. I have a ton of things in the mail, just the UPS, the FedEx guy, all of them are just, they're all just slacking. I don't understand. I've ordered a shit ton of things in the mail. I know, COVID, topical conversation, welcome to the first world, Kyle. Welcome to the real world, Kyle. Packages don't arrive the day you order them, I know. But I have tracking on most of these things, and it's like in transit. It's like, oh, out for delivery, and then like 6 days in a row, and I'm like, at what fucking point are they going to just remember to leave it at my doorstep rather than driving by and then slapping themselves on the forehead going, oh, shit, I forgot that guy's package again. Maybe tomorrow will be different. And then they do that 2 weeks in a row. I'm getting a lot of depressed / angry stepfather vibes, very disappointed stepfather vibes from this episode, and I don't really mean that. I'm sorry if that's the vibe I'm giving off. Let's get to what we're all here for, this whole kind of experiment, this whole debacle, this whole scenario in which I heat up a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch soaked in milk. Let's get to the funny people, am I right? Gee, guy, talk about your first world problems, talk about when you're getting your packages and how hard you work at your 9 to 5. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, dude, not gonna lie, the Stepdaddy Burger King crown is doing wonders for my hair right now.
Damn, dude, I don't think I realized how little cereal I have left for this episode. Ah, shit. Fuck, hold on. Stepdad's gotta clean up all this cereal mess that I've created, and I'm gonna put the rest in the bowl. Hold on. Wow, how is that for an editing trick? Look at all that cereal. All my stoner fans in the audience would say, man, that's a packed bowl, bro. I've never smoked weed in my entire life, but I picture that's what they'd say. Alright, this milk has been marinating in the hot simmering light that is this weird kitchenette section. I don't even know what to call this. But this milk is very warm. I'm kind of concerned about how warm it is. It's been sitting out here during this entire time I've been recording, which is a good 20 to 30 minutes. It's already boiling at this point. At the rate at which it's heating up, I picture that I'm just gonna pour molten lava in milk form upon the cereal, but let's see. Alright, now this is guerrilla recording. This is some Eraserhead shit. This is, I'm trying to eyeball this. Is that enough milk? Post a comment. Do you think that's enough milk? Enough hood 1% milk for my cereal here? Alright, I'll be real with the entire audience here. I was considering just throwing the emoji mug full of cereal and milk on top of the burner, but I think that it would actually lead to some kind of explosion that would be catastrophic to not only my life, but those who live around me. So we're just gonna say fuck it, throw it in the microwave. So tell me, dearest viewer, what's the appropriate amount of time in which I should heat up this bowl of cereal? I'm thinking probably like 6 minutes, just like the snowballs. What do you guys think? But post a comment. How much time should I heat up a bowl of cereal? Has anyone ever done this? Do you think anyone in history has ever said, you know what's a great idea? Fuck it. Heat up a bowl of milk and cereal. Not even like a warm glass of milk helps me fall asleep at night.
Could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Like, let me put it on some cereal and that'll make me very drowsy. They just said, fuck it. I don't even have time to heat up the milk. I'm heating them both up together. Count along with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, shut the fuck up. Happy New Year. Catching a fresh whiff of what's emerging this microwave very quickly. I actually kind of like the odor. I can recognize that the smell is bad, but in a fucked up kind of way, I really like it. So let's get down to reviewing this, shall we? I'll be real with all of you guys. I just went searching for a spoon. It's a fucking mission. I own too many spoons, and I own too many, like, tiny spoons, like, not worthy of cereal spoons. And then I own one spoon that's just the mother of all spoons. It's the largest fucking spoon you've ever seen. And I don't want to dip that into the cereal. I just want a little bit of a taste.
But I don't want it to be a single fucking flake.
Initial reactions. I actually kind of like this. I haven't tasted it yet, but it's making like a weird cinnamon milk froth, and I feel like I'm way too into it. So, it's got a little bit of a metallic smell. I don't know if that's the mug or if there's something that triggered when I threw it into the microwave.
Maybe that's the radiation that I unfortunately inflicted these Cinnamon Toast Crunch with.
Alright, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is straight up soggy. I'm playing with my food and I'm prodding at it, and you can clearly see that it's like taking the hits like wet bread. Alright. Cheers, audience. I'm gonna try this. It's fine. It's passable. I feel like if somebody told me that they do this all the time, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't judge them harshly. It's perfectly passable. Although the milk is fucking boiling.
It's scalding hot. Like I know I joke about the temperature, but in reality, this shit's hot.
Some like it hot. It's almost like that's the name of the show. How witty is that shit? Yes, this is bringing me single-handedly out of my depression. Fuck the depressed, disappointed stepdad vibes. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm gonna attend my son's hockey games. I feel like I'm gonna do something. I feel like I'm gonna be someone right now. This is empowering. If you guys, during this very difficult time, find yourself weeping or crying over how difficult things are and how you are a single voice in a crowd of millions, put some Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a mug specifically, pour some 1% milk on it, put it in the microwave for way too long, and you know what? Your whole mindset is going to change. I know it's changed mine. Is this what born-again Christians feel like? I feel like I could be religious. I feel like I could start praising a God, if it existed, simply due to this weird concoction. I don't think I've ever, in the 7 or 8 episodes I've done so far, I've created something that I've actually enjoyed. I know that on the Juice episode, I began recording with the intention of making myself like a hot apple juice, like a hot apple cider beverage, and actually really liking it. But of course, tragedy struck. You know the story, you follow the lore, you're a real fan. I think for once, I can agree with the Emoji Mug. I think me and the Emoji Mug are united in the fact that we're just a couple of happy guys being dudes, you know? The leftover milk and cinnamon mixture that's left, it's actually pretty good. I'm feeling positive, guys. Can you tell? Can you guys even tell when I'm actually happy? I fear that you don't. This was the first positive ending episode. I'm not crying over the loss of a friend. I'm not vomiting or retching over a disgusting food or beverage that I've made. I don't have a sour face. I'm just feeling good. I'm just drowning in a wave of good vibes. Live, laugh, love. The 3 L's in life, you know? I don't take many L's. Actually, that's a lie. I do. I take many L's. But the 3 biggest L's I can take: live, laugh, love. I think to end off this episode, I'm gonna sip a little bit of milk straight out the gallon. That was very gross. I'm sorry for sharing that with all of you. I'm gonna go in for seconds though. And I'm also gonna sit back and read you a Snapple real fact. And then we're gonna close out the episode. Snapple real fact number 694. Spiny lobsters migrate in groups of 50 or more, forming a conga line on the ocean floor.
I hated that fact. I used to work at a seafood restaurant. I used to have to shuck lobsters 50 at a time. And that whole conga line, it was very cute, it was very funny, but fuck, I hate lobsters. I like eating lobster, but fuck, I hate lobsters.
I didn't think anything could derail this episode, and yet the Snapple real fact, the thing that usually pulls me out of a bad episode, is the single thing that brought me down. That's rough. All right, before anything else can go wrong, let's wrap this up. Let's end this, okay? You feel me? Stepdad has to go to bed for another day of work tomorrow. I've got to go to bed at 8:30 so I can wake up at 6 and, you know. If you enjoyed this video, even if you didn't enjoy this video, give it a like. If there's anything that I prompted you to comment on during this video, please comment it. I know that part of the joke is me just telling you to comment random shit down below, but, you know, humor me a little, okay? Even if you want to comment some shit that's totally unrelated, go hog wild, you know? We don't really judge here on this channel, whether Instagram or YouTube. It's just kind of an open community. You're allowed to say whatever you want, as long as it's not shitty. I don't think I've had to deal with any shitty comments yet that I had to just up and delete. Most of them I've been able to hit the like button on and respond to and have a funny rapport with the commenter on. Also subscribe. Right now we are, I think, the bottom channel called It's Just Kyle in terms of subscribers. Top one's probably got like 6 million. That's our next milestone. That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to become the top channel called It's Just Kyle. Because at the end of the day, I'm just Kyle. You know? This entire thing, this whole series, the editing, the recording, the purchasing of goods, it's all just Kyle. If you haven't seen the movie Street Trash, I encourage you to watch it. Please remember that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I can't believe I remembered that awful fucking Benjamin Franklin quote, but now all of you do as well. Please try to use it as much as possible in your daily lives and annoy the shit out of your loved ones with it. You're welcome. I think that's it, my dearest children. Your favorite stepfather here has to hit the hay. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for watching. Peace.